Hi, I'm Veronica, and I am a recovering loser. So, growing up, I was a little different. People called me weird or different or unique or whatever all the time, and they could never explain what it meant. And I never really understood what it meant because of that. um, so, I would go from school to school and get this label, and no one could really tell me what it meant. And I also noticed, on top of being different, that I was different in other very tangible, visible ways as well. So when I go to a relatively integrated school, um, I'm a gifted kid. So in the gifted class, it's primarily white kids, and I'm the only black kid in that class. If I'm on a sports team, I'm the only girl on the team. If I'm kind of like the odd one out in a lot of situations. When I go to a black school, I've come from a relatively integrated school, so they're seeing me, they're saying, "Hey, you're a white girl. You're, whatever label they want to put on me that day." So, outside of being a weirdo, I am also very visibly, tangibly different. So, because of the way that I speak, the way that I look, the way that I act, whatever it is, and that put a target on my back. I was bullied, and some of that bullying led to very violent bullying, and some of that very violent bullying led to situations where I could have lost my life. I'm not going to give you everything in this video, but I will give you like a little bit. My experiences led me to believe that maybe if I just found somebody who cared, if I just found a man, a boy, because I'm a kid at the time, if I find a boy to see what I'm going through, because it's very obvious what I'm going through. I'm either being isolated and ostracized, or I'm being picked on in front of everybody. So I gathered in this male-centric patriarchal world that I lived in, especially being from the South and, Bible Belt. We all, I gathered that if I had a male around, that one, that would mean that I'm being accepted. Two, that would mean that I'm being protected. And in my youth, I did not feel safe. I did not feel seen. I did not feel heard. I did not feel appreciated. I felt weird. So for somebody to see me and be like, "Oh, she's weird and I like that," that was a fantasy that I created in my mind, that I really wanted to see turn into something. So from that point on, that's what I did. That became my special interest, was finding a man, finding a boyfriend, finding a husband, finding a man, finding a mate, finding somebody who will give me kisses and hugs, see my weirdness and accept it and appreciate it and love it, and keep me safe, and keep me safe, and keep me safe, and keep me safe. Because this world is scary, right? And I'm terrified of being myself in this world. I'm terrified because no matter how hard I try, I can't stop being myself. I can't mask. I can't pretend to be somebody else for very long. Even when I try, I'm still looked at as the weird girl. So if that's going to be the case, then I need somebody around who is going to protect me, protect the weird girl. One of the moments of clarity for me is when I lost my husband. I spent a third of my life, literally about 10 years, maybe even more, close to 15, with him at the center, at the core of it. There are a lot of experiences that I did not allow myself to have, or that I did not complete in pursuit of this, because this was what I felt was going to keep me safe no matter what. Success meant nothing if I was in danger, right? So I had a lot of talents. I had a lot of skills, a lot of potential. very intelligent, very good dancer, pretty athletic, a lot of different skills that I could tap into and do very well at least be proficient in, right? And I set all of those aside for family because I felt like that's what was going to keep me safe. With that being my special interest, that's really the only thing that I felt at the time I had, I don't want to say mastered, because like the relationship still did not go well. The relationships were still terrible, but I had acquired the skills that one might need in order to be an okay wife. I knew how to cook. I knew how to clean. I knew how to service my man. I knew how to, look good when we go out. I knew how to do these things because I wanted that. But I let all of my other skills go, and I didn't know what other interests I had. And when interests would come up, they were met with resistance because I'm naturally an alternative girl. I'm naturally a weird girl. Regardless of how I dress, regardless of what I look like, and how I choose to present in any given day, I am an alternative girl. Like, anything that you can name, I'm probably going to like the alternative version of it. So, and that's something that I had to understand and accept and learn about myself along the way. Like, there's so much that I want to share with you guys. Long story short, this is a journey of a continuation because I've already started the process, but we're going to have conversations. We're going to maybe do some exploring. We're starting fresh. We're starting new. And you're going to get to know me. If you're following me on my other account, you see I can be a little goofy. That's me trying to tap in and be more of who I am. This is going to be more of a you can get in here type of account. So I hope you're ready for this journey with me, and I look forward to having conversations, and I look forward to having experiences, and I look forward to growing with you all and stepping out of loserdom and into whole integrated humanness. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next